Howdy friends, Steve DePoe here for the Rose Realty team with this week's real estate vlog for North Texas. This week we're going to talk about 8.5 flooring trends that sell. So what we're finding when we're working with a lot of buyers and new clients for buying is that the flooring in your home can sort of bring together the home itself into one nice unit, or it could actually unnecessarily detract or add attention to the floor if it's not uh, properly laid out. Let's call it that. Okay. And so we want the floor to kind of complement the rest of the house and kind of not draw attention to it necessarily. So the flooring can detract from the value of the house or add to the value of the house, but we almost want it to be like umpires during baseball. We don't want it to be noticed. Okay. So materials for the moment are very important. So we're talking about light colored hardwood. We're talking about clean, elegant, versatile. Okay. Hardwood is preferred over carpeting and tile. Okay. So we would prefer hardwood over carpeting and tile over carpeting. Okay. Just to get like the pecking order in there. Right. We're talking about wide plank weathered hardwoods in lighter colors, because that really adds a nice open kind of open spacious feel. Hardwoods with wider planks are kind of accepted or expected in the more traditional or nicer neighborhoods. New areas. So hardwoods are increasingly being put in areas where we didn't have hardwoods before. Okay, so the master bedroom, for example, even the master bath. Talk about that in a second, and the kitchen. So in the master bedroom, we're talking about putting hardwoods down and then putting down area rugs. Okay, so we're not carpeting the master anymore. We're not carpeting bedrooms anymore. We're putting hardwoods down, and we're putting throw rugs in strategic locations. Same thing with the bathrooms and the kitchens. Traditionally, we didn't put hardwoods in these wet areas like bathrooms and kitchens, because we were afraid if there was a leak, it would swell the wood. Well, now there's treatments that we can do that can really seal the wood, and seal the hardwoods, so that we don't have that problem anymore. So we're putting hardwoods in these non-traditional hardwood kinds of areas, and buyers are liking this look, because again, it's the same throughout, and it draws everything together. Organic materials. So we're talking about marbles in the bathroom. We're also talking about marbles in rather travertine tile in the outside spaces. So on your patio, even your porch, we're talking about travertine tile, which which sort of gives you a little bit of pop and a really sort of elegant, cool, classy kind of feel. Number 5, refinish. Look, we're not expecting you. We're not suggesting that you just rip off all your tile and then put down hardwoods or something else. You may want to refinish, which means honing a stone floor, improving or replacing the grout, cleaning it. This is probably have to have somebody else do it. Have to hire somebody. But these are effective methods of polishing to make your existing older tile floors look better, and you look nicer, look fresher. Trendy. One of the trendy kind of things that we see today is actually concrete floors. And so what they're doing is they're pouring the concrete with colors in them, that then later on they can be acid washed for or acid washed or stained for kind of different designs and patterns, and you can have it glossy or a matte finish or those kinds of things. Um, um, with concrete floors, you can also do radiant heating, especially in the bathrooms, but also practically in any room in your home. You have radiant heating systems in the concrete, where it's a little bit more difficult if you have the hardwoods or you have tile on top of the concrete. So when it comes to flooring, we're talking about a warm feel. Okay, we're talking about we're transitioning away from high gloss flooring. We're talking about light colors, natural matte finishes, which are actually better, in my opinion, because once they kind of wear a little bit with the gloss finish, you can tell when the gloss finishes start to wear, and they have to be then refinished or treated. Where the matte finish, it kind of looks new and fresh all the time. Okay, so there's a benefit to the lighter color matte finish. Cost benefit again. You know what? Like I kind of said a couple slides ago about the refinishing of the stone. All this is a cost benefit analysis you got to figure out, right? So if you figure you're going to add, let's just make up a number, and you figure you're going to add $10,000 worth of flooring, if that's going to give you $10,000 or $10,001 worth of benefit, then do it. Okay. Most of the flooring we're talking about, will add more than the cost of the cost of the project. But again, you kind of have to talk to your contractor who's going to do the project and your real estate professional, the Rose Realty team, to come in and say, okay, with these hardwood floors or with the new travertine tile, et cetera, what could I expect my cost to be? What you actually want to be asking is, what is my current flooring system? How much is that detracting from the value of my house? And then staging. Let's say you decided not to do these things. I'm not going to update my carpeting. Excuse me. I'm not going to update my floors. We're going to keep the tiles that we have. We can bring our professional stagers in, and we can throw an area. We can throw an area right here, or move a couch over here, and then which will then kind of break up the flooring, if you will, and kind of stylistically change what the flooring looks like, to kind of, I don't want to say hide it, but kind of gloss over or mask maybe some imperfections that you may have. So I hope that kind of helped you in 8.5 ways, 8.5 flooring trends and ways to kind of bring your kind of house together with the same kind of flooring, the same kind of hardwood flooring or tile flooring, whatever, and adds value to your home. Next week, we're going to talk about something really interesting that's been happening. Oh, actually, over the course of about the last 12 years. Okay, adults moving back home. Some of this is actually will surprise you. It surprised me. Hope to see you next week. This is Steve DePoe for the Rose Realty team. I'm going to bounce.